What's up, everybody? Long time no ski. And today we're gonna have a nice title called The Skull and Bones from the Ubisoft. So this is the Naval Enterprise. Skull and Bones offers some excellent pirate adventure with addictive naval combat and stellar immersion. So what I should mention about the Skull and Bones was working in the stage of development already like 6 years. So let's get on. The relatively slim market of pirate fantasy fulfillment games sees as a new contender with the Skull and Bones, a Ubisoft original that see players swashbuckling across the Indian Ocean in the golden age of piracy. This fresh-faced title, which aims to be a pirating MMO of the next decade. It is packed with some interesting features at launch. While the game has certainly come out of the gate of swinging with its own foundation, there are doubtless areas I'd love to see the game improve, and missing features I would have enjoyed that. Unfortunately, I don't see the developers adding in the game lifespan. To begin talking about the Skull and Bones, it is important to understand what is undoubtedly the game's main inspiration. Skull and Bones leverages Ubisoft's ship-based combat system, which originates from the Assassin's Creed 3 and saw a much bigger focus in Assassin's Creed 4, The Black Flag. These mechanics are undoubtedly popular. I remember falling in love with the simple yet immersive gameplay of ship combat in the previously mentioned titles, and many players would call it the strongest point of AC4. An improved version of the timeless mechanics is the bread and butter of the gameplay in the Skull and Bones, which focus almost exclusively on the naval combat. Honestly, it's hard to blame Ubisoft for building an entire title around the mechanics because, as you will see in Skull and Bones, it simply works. The ship combat is fun, exciting and immersive, flying throughout the incredibly light physicals of the ocean waves and circling your foes to trade cannon, fire and boarding action. There's really nothing like. The game makes me wish for a historical warfare, a title that sees player engaging in huge naval battles between powerful armies such as those through the French and British empires. Well, thank you, Ubisoft. You got my contact information. The naval mechanics of Skull and Bones are even more exciting when you consider the game's extensive ship customization. There are not only a large number of ships to eventually collect, but also classes of ships that change how you sail and battle on the seas. You can choose your ship paint, accoutrement, sail, flag, and even the amount and type of cannons you bring on board. The ship you will see tracking the waves and radiating the settlers will always feel like your ship because it is. You put the time into making that way. Skull and Bones undoubtedly nails the mark of the sailing aspects of the pirate fantasy. From the exciting battles to navigating the sea as huge waves knocks ship out and the wind pushes you forward, there is never a time spent sailing that feels inauthentic or unexpected, with a great deal of care being required just to navigate the rivers and split with the vast islands part. Your boat controls like a boat need time to accelerate and decelerate, and the game isn't afraid to slam you into some rocks if you snail carelessly. Unfortunately, if you're looking for a more swashbuckling type of pirate game, Skull and Bones isn't going to live up to your expectations. What I mean by that is there is a certain highly appealing aspect of the pirate fantasy that many people strive to see recreated. I am of course talking about the exciting sport parts on the deck of ships, swinging from the man and firing your plethora of pistols unsuspecting foes. In comparison, the Skull and Bones will let you customize your character with many different outfit combinations, but you will never see them swinging a sword or firing a pistol, as the game is solely focused on the naval combat. Boarding doesn't exist, but it's sort of cutscene that happens to quickly finish of low hull ships and gain a bonus to your loot, while any character-focused sword dueling action, and is missing from the game. That is to say that there is nothing to do. At launch, Skull and Bones features a wealth of activities so broad that I would struggle to begin to list them. Some notable options, of course, include raiding ships for valuable cargo, harvesting materials for crafting, and even taking on a ghost ship on a giant sea monster. There are times when I find actually a bit of overwhelmed trying to follow the string of quests I was given, and just started sailing out in the direction until I found something else to do, which certainly did not take long. The crafting mechanics it may put some players off, and unfortunately is a large part of the game. You don't purchase ships throughout right, but must unlock their blueprints and gather the requirement materials to build them yourself. Thankfully, most other objects such as cosmetics can be purchased with silver, the game main currency, and drops plentifully from playing the game normally. If you yet found the time, I had too little silver for something I wanted to change that after a quick raid. Despite its minor drawbacks, Skull and Bones has the potential to carve its niche in the pirate fantasy game. With its immersive naval combat, extensive ship customization, and many activities to explore, the game offers a compelling experience for those who revel in the thrill of the high seas adventure. As the game evolves, whenever Ubisoft will address some of the missing elements remains to be seen and further refine the player experience. Still, the developers are already keen on expanding the scope of what the game has to offer. In the meantime, Skull and Bones stands as a promising addition to the pirate gaming landscape, offering a unique, captivating, if it's a big singular and its focused naval warfare take onto the golden age of piracy. Well, Skull and Bones offers the promise of adventures on the high sea. While the game focuses a little hard on its naval warfare mechanics, there are nothing exciting and grow old quickly, throughout a bit cringy. But Skull and Bones should offer hours of entertainment and many customization options to those who are looking to set sail into its waters. Yep, so you guys don't see any pay to win yet, but we'll check it out and looking forward to your comments. So don't forget to rate and subscribe. Peace.